Hello and welcome everyone to Anfield Road TV. Another World Cup watch along, of course, the big game, Brazil versus Japan. Canada booked their place in the last 16 last night with a 1-0 win against South Africa. Wasn't the most pleasing performance, but when you get to any form of knockout football, regardless whether it's country or like club football as well, just getting through is the most important thing. Obviously, the co-hosts as well, Canada alongside Mexico and USA. Those other two sides will be looking to get a place into the last 16. But certainly two sides, and chat, strap yourselves in because this is going to be a game full of a lot of quality. We've seen Japan in the last World Cup beat Germany, beat Spain as well. And obviously, it only wasn't too long ago that Japan did beat this Brazil side. Of course, it was a 3-2 win. But yeah, tonight will certainly be very intriguing. Two great footballing sides. Obviously, that great plan that everyone spoke about to death, really, in terms of obviously the Japan vision as a footballing nation, the 100-year plan. But yeah, if anyone's been watching Japan in numerous World Cups over the last 20 years as well, yeah, they're growing, they're developing. A lot of their players are around big European top 5 leagues as well, and that's only going to benefit them from an international stage, but as obviously the J League and all the different Japanese leagues as well. It's a hotbed of top talent that will certainly improve as the seasons do go on. But chat, you've probably seen the on the video printer on the bottom there, both sides. I'll quickly rattle through. Anyway, apologies, I'm a bit late here tonight, chat. Obviously, we will be doing the other game later this evening as well. Looking forward to that. But in terms of the home side, no, none of them are home. But bear 1 second there, chat. Here's 1 second. There we go. So in terms of both teams, both of them away. But in terms of both teams, Alisson Becker in goal, Danilo, obviously former Juve, former Manchester City fullback, playing right back. You've got Marquinhos, Gabriel, Santos, and then going into midfield for Brazil, you've got Bruno Guimaraes, who has got plenty of interest, as we've seen over the last week or so, in his signature. Newcastle fans aren't happy, but I think it will end up in signing a new deal with a lot more money, in all honesty, to keep him at the club. Well, they need to, in all honesty. Yeah, Newcastle, they end up playing Championship football next season if they don't keep hold of Bruno Guimaraes and some of the big key players. But you got Casemiro, Bruno Guimaraes, Lucas Paquetá as well, and then up front for Brazil, you've got Bournemouth's Ryan. Obviously, big interest from Liverpool as well. Obviously, Liverpool looks like we've missed out on Yan Diomande, but Ryan, if you've not seen him in the World Cup, he's doing very well anyway. Especially against Scotland, done really well in terms of pressing their back line, closing down the ball and just stopping Scotland from playing out from the back. Obviously setting up Vicinius Jr. for 1 or 2 of the goals anyway. So yeah, Matthias Cunha and Vicinius Jr. leading the line for Brazil. In terms of the back line for Japan, you've got Palmer's goalkeeper Suzuki, Tomiyasu, former Arsenal player anyway. I think he's a free agent, well he was last season. Taganucci as well, Ito, the Bayern Munich centre-half, and then the midfield 4, obviously you got Douan, Sano, Kamada and Nakamura as well, and then up front, probably names that you will be familiar if you do watch any European or Scottish football anyway. You've got Ito, Maeda, obviously the Celtic forward, and Ueda as well. I think he plays in the Eredivisie, but he's got plenty of goals already there. So he's a lad that does like to get into the back, get the ball into the back of the net anyway. So chat, get your score predictions in the comment section below. I'm gonna go with a Japan win, chat. I just feel obviously, Brazil probably might romp away with this in terms of 3-4-0. Brazil should win on paper, but I think coming into this game, I think the way in which Japan do play, I think it will they suffocate a lot of teams in terms of when they do play them, the high press, the tenacity as well. But yeah, obviously the favourites for me and for everyone will be certainly Brazil, but I've got a feeling that Japan might do a bit of a job here tonight and get into the last 16. I don't know. I think stylistically, both teams, the way they play, I feel just so fearless, Japan, aren't they, in terms of the way they play. So chat, do keep on getting your comments in as well. As I say, if you are new to Anfield Road TV, yeah, we're a Liverpool channel, but we just like watching. We've got to do something, chat. We can't be doing the Andy and Monday videos every single day because that'll just bore you. But yeah, there'll be plenty of transfer shows, squad analysis videos as well, and obviously get a lot more people on as well as the season as we do creep closer to the Premier League season. And yeah, just let us know your thoughts on the score predictions as well in the comment section below as we are live, and do drop a follow and a subscribe as well. And if you are on X or whatever, head over to the YouTube, drop a subscribe, and through Road TV as well. But chance, we are very close from kick-off. The players, big up there, John, are on the halfway line. All right, let me just schedule that, get the match timer ready. So chat, drop yourselves in. Should be a very, very, very good game tonight. Watch up here 0-0 and go to penalties. That's probably what happened. But yeah, as I've said that. But yeah, and we are underway yet. Brazil with the ball of Ali Beckett shooting from left to right, and Japan are playing in the white and black kit. I thought they would have been playing in the blue kit that they have, but fair enough. But John, how are we, mate? Good to see you in the comments, buds. Hope you are well. And chat, who you anticipating to win this game? Score predictions as well. What you're looking forward to in terms of this game, in terms of obviously Alisson Becker playing for Liverpool, so bit of a Liverpool connection there. But big up there, Andrew. Yeah, don't be getting angry about transfers, mate. But yeah, chat. At least we got a bit of clarification in terms of Andy and Monday now, so we're not wasting another 3 months or 2 months, or longs left in the transfer window. We can just focus on other targets as well. But Brazil under a fair amount of pressure here from Japan. As I said, minute on the clock anyway, but only a minute in, and Japan ferocious pressing as well. And it looks like Lucas Paquetá, has he done his hamstring there? My man's not been doing his warm-ups properly. Come on, lads. Rookie edit. Surely you... And that to me just shows that they're massively undervaluing Japan. A minute into the game and he's holding the back of his leg. Come on, fella. That's nice. But yeah, Brazil. Top end of the pitch. A lovely switch to Rayan down the right. Coming into the inside pocket. Danilo. Ball into the middle. Little flick behind by Casemiro. What the hell, does you think he's still 25 here? And it's going to be a corner. Fair enough. Casemiro getting away with that. Bruno Gomes turning into the cheerleader there now. Obviously, I've seen a great statistic before we come out there, chat. I think you learn something new when we're doing the watch-alongs as well, chat. That's what's amazing about it. And the commentary. Obviously, Japan, the second largest population outside Brazil is in Japan. So that's something I didn't know, and hopefully you've probably learned something new there as well. It's amazing. But it's going to be a corner, first corner of the game. It's going to be an in-swinger from Bruno Gomes. Ball into the box. Cleared. Awful ball, in all honesty, from the Newcastle man. But yeah, John's gone 3-1 to Brazil. Yeah, probably everyone, in all honesty, probably expecting a Brazil win. I'm just got a sneak feeling that they might do the job here tonight. But as we go deeper into the World Cup competition, chat, yeah, it's the bigger games and the more exciting games will starting to appear in the next week or so after we get past the last 32. Chat, how have you gauged everyone? Hopefully the World Cup doesn't get any bigger, because it just means more minutes for the players as well. But Japan with their amazing press there at the top ends. Has Maeda got a corner out of that? No, yeah, he's got a goal kick there. So, great defending. Yeah, it's great defender there by Marquinhos to get a touch on that ball. And obviously, if you've not seen the Japan coach, strategic in terms of his tacticals, obviously, if you've not been watching the World Cup, he has a big, massive board where he holds up different numbers. Obviously, as Cunha goes down the right-hand side, is that a foul on the Brazilian? No, it isn't. The Manchester United man is whinging, as always, getting that Bruno. There we go. Get up, lads. No one touched you. But yeah, just obviously the Japan coach holds up a big, massive board, and it's got like different numbers on. Obviously, you'd think he may be doing the the substitutions for FIFA, but no, it just relates to certain tactical tweaks within that the lads have been practicing all week as well. Ball over the top here now. Vinny Jr. punched away by Suzuki. But yeah, proper old school as well. But an early opportunity there for Brazil. Ball over the top. But you only need to give Vinicius Jr. half an inch and he'll get a goal or two anyway, as he did against Scotland. But the one thing Japan can't be doing, what Scotland did, if no one watched that game last week, just horrendous defending at the back from Scotland. Ridiculous. You knew they'd do something like that because it was McKenna was doing Cruyff turns in the first 2.5 minutes of the game, and you're like, if you're Steve Clarke or any of those, or even Andy Robbo at the time, was just looking at the players going, lads, what are you doing? And obviously accumulated to 2 poor goals that they did concede. And if you're giving a side like Brazil, no matter if you're playing against Pele, Garincha and Zico and the lads and all that, like, even this version of Brazil they'll punish you, especially when you got Vinny and Rayan up top. But yeah, it's going to be fascinating chat. So looks like Packett's that he's ran that off. Yeah, so was holding the back of his leg in the early stages of this game, but 5 minutes in, that issue seems to have gone away. So Brazil shifting the ball from side to side, just trying to create those openings, but very, very defensive, well structured Japan back line and midfield. Everyone knows the positions. Bruno Gomes, ball into the penalty box, cleared. All the way back to Gabriel, the Arsenal man. Also one of the best centre halves over the last couple of seasons as well. Him and obviously Saliba. But as you know, with any generation of watching any Brazilian side, Tony Ronaldo's having very good centre halves, and especially full backs as well. Cafu, Roberto Carlos, Dani Alves, Marcelo. So the list is absolutely endless when you're speaking about a team like Brazil, aren't you? You can all think whether you watch Brazil in the 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah. So many great players. Obviously numerous winners. 5-time winners of the World Cup. Going to be a free kick here, deep. Ball onto the far stick. Suzuki, he's nearly missed that, but he eventually got a hold on that. So he got that in the end. But yeah, we've got tuning in 7 minutes into the game. Nothing too majors happened at the minute in terms of big chances for either side. Just very much in the early passages of play. Just getting a feel of the ball. I'm trying to be compact, and obviously Brazil, obviously so much joy seeing Neymar. Obviously he is playing the Brazilian league now. Obviously a lot of talk and a lot of coming into the World Cup, was he going to be fit? But for Brazil as a nation and as a side as well, he's still got something still to give. Obviously maybe that might be a 10-15 minute cameo at the end of the game if he's fully fit as well. He's on the bench tonight. But when you got a player like Neymar, yeah, he is about 33, 34 now. His experience, vast experience in the European game. Just need one moment of brilliance for him. Yeah, chat. Big up there, Mateus Alarila. My suggestions, bud, for what? My 2 pence anyway. Mine would be Minter first and then Ryan second. In all honesty, mate. But obviously, El Marley, I haven't seen too much of him, but I know a lot of the data. Liverpool fans out there, or just anyone that analyses football and data, he stands out really well. Not seen much of him, but I'm only saying Minter from what I've seen, really been really impressed, and especially his great journey, and obviously playing for Gambia, international football, in terms of getting into the Premier League. It's just an amazing footballing story. Not just him, but many great footballers anyway. The great work, tireless work, the commitment to the cause as well in terms of wanting to be a professional footballer. Remember the long journeys that Salah, when he spoke about the many journeys, many hours it took to play football, and yeah, Mo become one of the greatest Liverpool players in the club's history as well. So yeah, so it'll be fascinating, Chas. Who would be your right wing suggestions, Chas? I'd be intrigued. Lovely ball over the top here for Brazil. Ball into the byline. Danilo. It's fell to Paquetá. Not quite got it away here. Japan. I should say, but Bruno Gomes, that's your own player, lads. Just hit him in. He's playing for handball, but Paquetá's just he just fell on his backside. But just absolutely volleyed him in the head from his own teammate. Bruno, that's your own teammate, lad. He's wearing yellow. Ball into the box here for Sinnis Jr. Suzuki getting away with that. Taking a lot of pressure off the Japan backline. But I need to see a replay of that. I don't know why Bruno Gomes was appealing for a hand there. Doesn't look like it. It's a hand anyway. Could be wrong. But yeah. Yeah, it's just as long as Japan don't be making any silly errors that Scotland did a couple of nights ago, I think they've got a huge chance of progressing tonight. Yeah, 100% there, Mark. There's good players out there, chat. It's just about getting the correct market value, and if clubs at the end of the day want to just be saying to Liverpool, silly prices. Yes, we are desperate to get a big right-hand side player, but right winger. But at the end of the day, there's so many positions Liverpool need to bring in players, in all honesty, chat. Yeah, if you want to, for me, going to get Minter, maybe 60, 70 million. I'd use the rest of that 40, 50 million to bring in a centre mid or ball into the box here, cleared by Marquinhos. Because Japan going down that left-hand side. So yeah, I'd utilise that money in another area of the position, because we've all looked at Liverpool's squad this season and last coming into this season. So much needs to be done. But at the end of the day, we only want players that want to be playing for Liverpool. And if that player is maybe a 30, 40 million pound winger, and he's maybe a B backup, C, D, E, as long as Liverpool have got names on our scouting boards, we will. But yeah, don't be just sitting on our hands come what the end of the transfer window and we've still not got anyone down that right hand side. Like, there's work to be done coming into the new season, because we've seen that in many transfers prior to the window, the great window that we had where we brought Gravenberch, McAllister, Endo and Szoboszlai. Prior to that window, how many years did we waste in terms of looking at the midfield going, oh, Hendo, Fabinho and the other lads and Ginny, they needed, like, not replacements, but they needed help in that midfield, and we just wasted so many years. But yeah, Brazil down the right, lovely ball over the top. Yeah, it's fell to Japan down that right hand side. You got Duan. Chat, does anyone know is Tomiyasu playing anywhere? Because I know he's been a free agent. Well, I don't know if he's been. Let's have a quick look. Sorry, chat, should check before we come in here. Oh, he's playing for Ajax now. Oh, fair enough. How many games has he played? Long ball here from Japan. Ueda. I couldn't quite keep hold of that. There's a bit of space here for Japan to open up. Down the right, Casemiro gets his head up. Oh, lovely ball that. Into the final third, Cunha. It's going to be a corner. Matthias Cunha trying to finesse down into the bottom left corner. And Suzuki, the Parma goalkeeper, just about done enough. So he's done well to generate that angle and power on that quick corner here from Brazil. Going to be a ball in. Edge of the box. Ball over. Oh, just wide there, Bruno Gomes. So yeah, every single game that goes by, his money's get like his wage packet's going up, and obviously the transfer valuation's going up every single game. Obviously in the last Brazil game, did get 2 assists. Just looking at that Cunha chance, it looked like it was done and just go wide, but Suzuki didn't know too much about it. There's been a space here for Japan as well. game's opened up the last couple of minutes. Is that going to be a free kick? It is. It's an awful foul, but it was a much needed. Oh yeah, it's an improvement on Premier League referees here, chat. We're 14 minutes in. Casemiro's been booked. How many times do we watch Casemiro, or especially Joelinton, in a Premier League game? It is like an art form in a midfield textbook, innit? Just keep on fouling players, but yeah, it's an awful. Ito gone into an excellent position on the edge of the box. He's done well there. Sensed any form of foul, but Casemiro's got a very, very long time left in this game to still be on a yellow card. To possibly get a second yellow card, sorry, chat. But Alisson Becker structuring his wall there. Oh, I'm saying Tomiyasu's played for Ajax. Looks like he's only... Yeah, he was without a club last season. Yeah, and he started 2 games for Ajax. Yeah, in 7 matches. So I don't even class that as a proper move. But yeah. Still 27 though as well, Trust. Got a fair bit of experience. But obviously he has struggled with injuries as well. So as long as he's back to full fitness and playing. But yeah, Japan haven't quite got Honda. Remember him on a free kick? Had one of the most powerful strikes in world football. Honda. Former Japan midfielder. So it's a free kick on the edge of the box. Left hand side of the penalty box. Kamada. It's going to be a corner to Japan. Come on, lads. I think he's being linked with a new contract, chat, with Crystal Palace. I've seen a lot of Crystal Palace fans. Oh, yeah. Brazilian legendary bingo there. You've got R9. Yeah, Rivaldo. You've got Roberto Carlos. Got many of them there. So it'll be an in-swinger here. Ito. He'll be taking this now. Ball into the box. Not gone too far away by Bruno Gomes, but it's not gone too far. And Japan go again here down the left-hand side. Ito needs to get his head up. He's got an overlap and runs. An awful ball there. So overhit. But yeah, the fearless play. But yeah, fully capable of getting that ball down the left-hand flank there. It's out, just one of them. 2 overhit by about 5 yards. Brazil at the back. And as is the great press from Japan at the minute here, chat. The only way Brazil are getting out is hitting balls up long, trying to diagonal switch it. But it's excellent play. Because if Japan can just beat that forward line of Brazil, they're in. You've got 20-30 yards of space to run onto. But yeah. Yeah. We've got a show coming up, chat. Obviously, if you've been following the news as well, chat. I think one of the RB Leipzig sporting directors or technical staff has said that refusely, they don't want to be refusely, put my teeth back in, don't want to be seeing him go. So it's all about bit of poker, really, in all honesty. As a selling club, of course, it is a non-selling club. Obviously, Leipzig, they don't want to lose Yan Diomande, but that's just trying to strengthen their hand with Paris Saint-Germain. But yeah, he'll end up a PSG, chat. Especially the amount of dough that they got off AC Milan. AC Milan getting money from absolutely nowhere. So, Italian clubs have got money, they're just very stingy with it. But yeah, it was a 75 million euros for Ramos. Good player, but just goes to show how mad the market is at the minute. That's why we've just got to be very careful when we are going to be bringing in a right winger or a winger that can play on both flanks. Just to be sharp and clever, really. But yeah, Gabriel just really struggling to get any bit of space here. Japan really congesting the centre of the pitch. But Brazil have got so much quality in the forward third, chat. It's just ability, as is every Brazilian footballer in those little transitions, whether it's a 1-on-2, 2-on-1 in the wide or central areas. They've got the technical ability just to manoeuvre between all the opposition players. Cunha can't be losing the ball there. Yeah, so it'll be a Japan throw in on the halfway line. Down the left. Yeah, not as usual. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of talk. There's going to be a lot of talk, chat, certainly. Bruno Gomes getting dispossessed there. There's a lot of space if Japan can switch it here. He's not quite got the right execution on that. It was the right idea. Vinicius Junior on the byline, ball into the box. Cleared by Taniguchi. And Paquetá cleared. And Japan just be grateful to get that ball away. Yeah, chance. You want to make sure you drop a like on the video as well. Massively helps out if you're watching on YouTube or whatnot. Obviously, we'll be doing the game later. Should be a good one. Well, they all will. They all will be good games. Yeah, Mateus, it will be. But again, I just Barcola. I've said for weeks now. I do think he'll end up at Arsenal, chat. So don't be getting your hopes up. Great player, but I think I've seen something a couple of weeks ago that Martinelli might be leaving. But whether there's anything too much into that, I don't know. But certainly would be a massive upgrade if they did bring in Barcola for Martinelli. But it's a bit unfair on the rest of Europe, the amount of good players that they might PSG are getting. But that's what happens when you're a big football club. You've just got to get your squad chock-a-block with a lot of talent as well. Get as many good players in your team. And at the end of the day, competition breeds performances, really, when you've got the right quality in there. Ronaldinho, and there's a name there, Oscar. Obviously, was former Chelsea midfielder. Spent a very long time in China. Certainly a multi-millionaire now, but fair enough to Oscar. He was there for a very long time. But yeah, fair enough. Obviously, Ronaldinho, probably the player that all of us fell in love with football. See, Ronaldinho. All those famous Nike adverts used to do. Cunha in that left-hand side position, going to the byline. It's going to be a foul. That should be a foul on Matheus Cunha. Referees missed that one, but fair enough. Brazilian players and fans are a bit aggrieved there. I felt that was a foul, but referee seemed... Obviously, he did run... Heavy touch there, but yeah, he has followed through there, chap. But bit surprising, but referee said nothing. I see water break at the minute. 23 minutes in, hydration break. Chat, you have been watching a game. Bit surprised, or did you expect this in the opening 23 minutes of the game as well? But yeah. No worries, Jen. Massive thank you for tuning in, mate, and all your chat. I said, hope you're all well. All good. But yeah, if you are tuning in, be no big major chance for either side 23 minutes into the game. But certainly that will change very rapidly as the game does progress. But especially for, you do look at some of the managers in the World Cup this campaign. Obviously, Carlo Ancelotti Obviously, such a great manager for Real Madrid. Just a raise of his eyebrow just made his his Real Madrid side win. But yeah, it's looking at this now. Was it Casemiro already on a yellow card? If I'm any of the Japan players, I'm just trying to get him a second yellow card and getting him sent off, really. Like I say, if he has a couple of one or two more challenges, Casemiro, I think Fabinho will get brought on. He was obviously Buardi, and if anyone missed the first game for Brazil, Morocco absolutely run rings. Well, Buardi certainly run rings around the Brazilian midfield in the opening 45 minutes, that was. But obviously Fabinho come on straight away for Casemiro. I think Bruno got subbed off in the first half as well. So there's a couple of tactical tweaks there from Carlo. He's not afraid to make any changes, whether that'll be 20 minutes in, even in half time. Obviously Brazil grew into that game, especially in the second half. We had chats, obviously 1-1 in that first group game for Brazil. Obviously a 3-0 win against Haiti, and obviously an emphatic 3-0 win against Scotland for Brazil. They did finish top of their group, which you would have expected. Obviously the game against Morocco certainly could have went either way, in all honesty, given the both sides' quality as well. And then when you look at obviously Japan finishing second in their group, getting a draw against Netherlands on match day 1, a win against Tunisia 4-0, and obviously the final group game, a 1-1 draw against Sweden. So Netherlands finishing top of Group F, obviously with 7 points. Japan second with 5 points, and Sweden, who finished with 4 points. Obviously Sweden will be Alexander Isak and Gyökeres, and the lads will be playing France in a couple of days' time as well, which should be certainly an interesting game, to say the least. From a selfish point of view, chat, I was hoping that Isaac went a bit more further. I think we all would, in terms of the more game time he gets, the more fitness, the more training. Hopefully it will massively benefit Liverpool next season. So it's going to be return from the drinks break there, chat. Yeah, it's going to be a corner for Japan. Gabriel had to come out quite wide there. But yeah, we see now the hydration break is being utilised for every team in this tournament so far. Obviously, a lot of the well-respected journalists have done many articles already. Obviously, the impact is quite evident from the graphs and the charts of like the momentum graphs in terms of both sides. But Japan, ball over the bar there. Big opportunity. Obviously, for Japan's number 18. It's that one. Obviously, Ueda there. Gabriel just done enough. There was enough in close proximity of him. But Ueda and Ito, very tireless workers at the top end of the pitch. Yeah, chat, we'll be doing Germany versus Paraguay. Hopefully Flo has another good game. I know everyone's been going on, like, he's not had a good tournament, so like, what have you been watching? You're expecting Wirtz to get like a 10 out of 10 every single game of football. Not going to happen. It's not how football works. He's done well, Wirtz. And especially in the last game, as soon as he got subbed off, that's when pretty much the opposition did come back into that game as well. Obviously, Colombia, a big win over Germany anyway. Obviously, as soon as Wirtz got subbed off against them a couple of nights ago, the tide of that game certainly did turn, because he was just controlling the game. Holly Becker with the ball. I tell you what, Japan are doing so well here. At the top end of the pitch. Again, Brazil, another hopeless ball into the middle/final third of the pitch, and it's gone straight back to Japan. Just got to be careful here, Japan. As long as you don't get cut open like this. Excellent defending by Kamada. Striding forwards here. Got a couple of options ahead of him. Is he going to go with it? No, he isn't! What a goal, Japan! Kamada playing it off to, I think it was Sano, is he? Sano, number 24. Very well intercepted. What a goal. I think it was Sano, yeah, number 24. Excellent goal by Japan. It's not a surprise. Well, that's what we said 5 minutes ago, chat. It's not a surprise, but well defended there on the halfway line by Sano. Intercepting it was sloppy by Brazil. And well done, lads. Absolute excellent stuff by Japan. Well done. Certainly do deserve it as well. First real big opportunity. It's an excellent interception on the halfway line. He's travelled with the ball 20 to 35 yards. Edge of the box. He's just went, I'll do it on my own, lads. It's all good. Have a bit of that. Ali Becker, you can put 5 of them in that goal. It's not stopping that. Well driven. Ball into the bottom left corner. And Ali Becker, all he can do is just look behind him, and it's gone into the bottom net. But well done there, Sano. Yes, lads. Big goal from Japan, chat. I told you. I said stylistically, Japan would cause Brazil a lot of questions tonight. And they started excellently. Well done, lads. But yeah, sorry there, chat. Kamada and Sano have been excellent in the opening half an hour of this game. In terms of just Brazil trying to turn that ball around as well. Just go so good. Like, these are checks. We'll check at half time the amount of interceptions those two lads have done. But yeah, he's just read perfectly the Brazil midfield, what they're wanting to do. But an excellent run. Obviously, the defensive midfielder that plays for Mainz. He's only 25 years old as well. Passing accuracy so far for Sano. 12 out of 13, 92% passing accuracy. Shot accuracy, 1 out of 1. Not too bad. Let's have a quick look in terms of his defensive contributions as well. Yeah, just interesting as well. We'll chat. Ball down the left. Gabriel. Now, it's up to Brazil. What can they do now? At the minute, 31 minutes into the game, they've had nothing really in terms of replying to the ferocious press. Yeah, there's no foul there. Ooh, referee. It's gone down there. Brazil's number 16, I think it was. Was he Santos? Yeah, Santos gone down there. Yeah, it's the Brazilian lads will be appealing for the yellow card. Yeah, it's just one of them. Anyone that's played any level of football, it happens. Just mistimed that. Stamped on his foot. Not intentional. Just coming together. Nothing more. But great opportunity here now. Poor free kick to give away. But there's going to be an in-swinger from Bruno Gomes. Left-hand side, Japan's penalty area. Bruno Gomes or Lucas Paquetá with his left boot. Obviously was linked with Manchester City a couple of seasons ago. Obviously, went back to the Brazilian league. Paquetá, ball in, header. No, it's a poor header there at the front post. I think it was Casemiro. Yeah, I was marking us up. Let's have a look on that replay. Yeah. A finger beauty, chat. If you haven't seen this goal, watch it back tonight. Excellent goal. But he's done so well, chat. That's probably one of my favourite goals I think we've got of the tournament so far. It's such a great individual solo goal. Reads the play so well. Having the ability of just driving from the halfway line to the edge of the box at this level as well. So good. Brazil. That's poor by Bruno Gomes. It's fell to Vinicius Jr. Shot on target. Easy, comfortable enough for the Parma man. Obviously, Vinny Jr. hasn't done too much yet, but as you say, doesn't need too much to really get involved in the game. At this moment in time, you've dealt with them with Vinny very well. All the possession, Brazil, just looking at that, yeah, 63% to Japan's 31. 6 is contested as well. It's all well and good having all the possession, as we've watched from Liverpool last season. Possession means, well, in any level of football. I think I always go back to that great game. That was it, Celtic Barcelona years ago. Was this the Celtic Park? Or I think it was the Nou Camp, where Celtic were absolutely battered. I think you've got, like, and I'm talking about prime Barca, by the way, as well. Messi and Iniesta and that. Yeah, I think was it James Forrest got a goal, or one of the Celtic lads, 1-0. I think it was 1-0, or I think they won the game, or yeah. And it was an absolute battering, but they held on there. Brazil, ball out to the left. Vinicius Jr. inside the box. Paquetá. Sano again getting into the right place at the right time. Vinny Jr. Quick feet. Great work by the Japan players. Possible breakaway. Can they get that ball forward? Ito just dwelling too much on that. It's a poor ball through there for Vinicius. And it is going to be a goal kick for Sanusi as well. Suzuki. Great goal there. Ref cam. I'm not a big fan of ref cam, but on that occasion, yeah, absolutely right behind Sano there and just watching that go into the bottom left corner. Fantastic. But yeah, big up there, Scouse. Bruno Guimaraes. Cunha inside the penalty box. Got a couple of options ahead of him. Vinicius Jr. twisting left and right. Little back heel. Again, it's out. Have a bit of that, lads. All done. Yeah, just there's no space at the minute for Brazil. Everyone's just doing the job so perfectly at the minute. Possible breakaway here. Ito down the right hand flank. He's done well there just to drag his side. Good 25-30 yards up the pitch. Say what, chat. I really like that Japan kit, chat. Well, it's Adidas, isn't it? Like, they always do such a good job with many kits. But I'll tell you what, have a little look at getting that. Fantastic. Casemiro looking forward here now, under next to no pressure, but as soon as you get over the halfway line, it's a different story. That's when the pressing triggers are instigated. But yeah, big up there, Scouts. Lovely. As I said, Mark, I had Japan winning this game, mate. If anyone's watched a bit of Japan over the last two tournaments, it may be if you're just a bit of a neutral and you haven't seen too much of them, chap, but yeah, I expect Japan to win this game. And Brazil probably might have probably so much more time anyway. But yeah, I had Japan winning this game, mate. But Mark, it probably wouldn't be a shock in all honesty. It's not like a giant killing really at all. Maybe if Brazil were playing Curaçao and Curaçao got into the last 16, but Japan, they're developing as a nation, a football nation, every 5, 10, 15 years, every season as well. So it's fantastic. So for me, Mark, it wouldn't be a shock if Japan beat Brazil. For many, maybe, but yeah. Henry, how are we? Not too bad, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in, bud. Ball down the left-hand side. Gabriel, shot on target, comfortable. But Cunha hasn't gotten too many good, promising positions so far into this game. Yes, it's hit into the ground, really. Took a lot of the power off that. If you are new around here, chat, make sure you drop a follow, drop a subscribe as well. As we said, probably will, as we tend to do get, especially these World Cup games, probably will be about 4 or 5 minutes added on, in all honesty, due to obviously the hydration break for both of the halves. Cunha. But chat, yeah, we'll be doing the Germany game later as well. And if any new Liverpool transfer news or anything breaks, we'll bring it to you as well. Casemiro, or there might have been a bit of news. Just have a look. We are on it. But yeah, Brazil. No space at the minute. Vinicius Jr. Oh, it's great. Such a poor pass there by Casemiro. Maeda. I just tell you what, he's absolutely terrorising the whole of that Brazilian side. Doesn't matter if it's just your midfielders. Yeah, it's such a good player, man. Well, it's so poor and lazy by Casemiro, chat. Like, it's just a loose ball on your halfway line. And like, he's just getting pressed perfectly there. Like, this Brazil side's got a lot of great individual players, but as a collective team, Japan is far more superior in terms of the work rate and what they're trying to do. As we know, in big tournaments, sometimes your superstars do get you over the line in the end. But certainly look at the Paris Saint-Germain side over the last couple of seasons. Such a well-drilled outfit in every area of the pitch and as a team as well. Look, Marquinhos, speaking of PSG. Bruno Guimaraes. But yeah, Japan's forward line, is defending profusely there, helping out the midfielders. And this is when you do look at Liverpool going into the new season as well. Trap ball in. Yeah, comfortable for Suzuki. But yeah, Liverpool going into the new season. That's what we've done so well when we had Bobby, Salah, Mane, or any great iteration of Liverpool when we were very successful. Just everyone playing for each other and playing for the badge. And working hard, most importantly. Talent gets you nowhere if you've not got the commitment. And the work rate. Again, Japan progressing down the right-hand side. Scousey is. Yeah, well, if anyone watched the Morocco game, mate. Yeah. I think he'll be one of the. Yeah, I think he'll be doing Fabinho chat. We'll certainly be seeing in the second half. Casemiro's not surviving another 10 minutes out on this pitch. Carlo, like a lot of Brazilians, would have seen enough. Japan down the right hand side, an excellent run, overlapping run. I think it was by Duan or Ito. No, it was Maeda, sorry there, chat. Even he picked up a little pocket of space down the right. Pakistan, not the greatest there, running into each other there. But Santos. Oh, Casemiro was. Why is he over there? Casemiro. Yeah, and he needs to go off, chat. Not having the greatest game. Yeah, he doesn't even know where the ball is. He's looking around and going, where is it? Can Japan get another second goal here? Come on, lads. Let's get another one. Ball into the box. Clear by Marquinhos. Not gone too far. Kamada, he's done really well to intercept that. Ball into the box to the far stick. Clear by Santos. Just about done enough. I tell you, second goal's coming here, chat, for Japan. Just before half time. Need to be switching off. They're switching off Brazil. It's going to be it. Foul, referee said play on. Japan have still got it. Ball down the left. Maeda. Tomiyasu picking up a midfield position here. Obviously made a lot of good territory in terms of the Brazil half. Doan intercepted. But again, there's a Japan player there working tirelessly hard. Rayan didn't sense the danger and is being dispossessed. That's an excellent spell of possession here now. The last 3-4 minutes of Japan. Camped perfectly in Brazil's half. That's how you tie this Brazil side down. Not too much of the possession, Japan, but they had opportunity now to move that ball around the pitch. Try and stretch the opposition back line. Ito. It's deflection to Casemiro. And that's going to be a yellow card, I think it will be, for Kamada, I think it was. Yeah, it will be. Yellow card there. He had to bring him down there. But again, wasn't the greatest of passes there. Ito let his teammate down. But yeah, Bruno. Premier League battle. Well, as we've seen, not just tonight, but throughout the knockout games, there'll be so many Premier League battles, players that are very familiar. But Marquinhos. Ball into the box. It's going to be a goal kick there. Cunha. But yeah, Lucas Paquetá felt it was a corner there as well, alongside Cunha. But yeah, not the greatest of headers there by Lucas Paquetá. Long searching ball here. Pump long for Japan. Maeda. Oh, great work right there. Nakamura. On the edge of the box. Kamada. Ball down the left. Oh, not the greatest of passes there by Tomiyasu. So 4 minutes added on there, chat. 4 minutes to go. Obviously, Brazil will be open to get another goal before half time. Well, get the equaliser as well, but I don't think that will happen. It's been a really poor half for Brazil, in all honesty. But not that we're surprised. Paquetá. Ball into the channel. It's going to be Gabriel mopping that up at the back. So 4 minutes added on there, chat. Just before half time. Now we'll have a little look. In terms of stats, have a little look in terms of Liverpool news as well, chat. If there's been anything. Probably as we've been on air as well. But yeah. So we played 2.5 minutes, approaching 2.5 minutes allotted in the first half period. Yeah, you don't have to put the same message in, chat. Can see your message, and no, I can't. I said, you put it in 3 times. Yeah, I can see your comment, chat. No, you're in. Ball in. Gabriel here now. So a minute left to go in the first half. Can Brazil get a foothold back into this game? Diagonal switch. Ball down the right. Marquinhos. Ball into the box. Ito cleared. So 30 seconds left to go. There's a Brazil player down here on the edge of the box. Didn't see too much of that. I think it was more or less a non-contact injury there. There's an opportunity here now for Japan. Just about done enough there. Marquinhos. Tell you what, Yeah, Lucas Paquetá. Been a bit of everywhere in a good and bad way, chat, in all honesty. And that is half time. That is half time, chat. For a lot of people, this scoreline might surprise, yeah, but in all honesty, Japan, the tireless work, not just this tournament, but over the years as well. Japan football and the players, everything as a footballing nation is thriving, it's growing, and certainly in the future years we'll be getting even better than we've seen today as well. So fair play to the lads. Fully do deserve a 1-0 scoreline. And if Brazil don't buck up their ideas in the second half, Japan, yes, you've been getting battered possession-wise, but in terms of what they're doing off the ball as well, the amount of great work rate, closing down the channels, and just blocking the passing lanes for Brazil, you've just had no clue really, Brazil, in all honesty. For all their great historic flair that they do have as a footballer nation, we've seen nothing of that so far. Yeah, I think they could do with a Garincha or a Kaká, but sadly, I haven't got that kind of quality on the pitch at the minute. So they are looking around the pitch and looking for answers, looking at a player like Vinicius Jr., not had too many opportunities tonight to get on the end of it, but just looking at the bench in terms of going into the second half for Brazil, let's have a little look in terms of that final third quality. Obviously, yeah, you got Endrick, Martinelli, possibly Thiago, Henrique, Neymar, but even still, chat, it's not a big, strong squad for Brazil, in all honesty. Endrick, probably been in such fine form in League One for them, so maybe Endrick coming on the second half, but I think in terms of where Brazil have struggled so far, Chaz, or if you watched the game as well, it's that midfield, like the tireless work of Japan. Obviously, Sano with the goal, excellent with his vision, his tenacity, breaking the play up and striding with the ball a good 30-45 yards, unleashing a fine strike into the bottom left corner. Obviously, the Mainz midfielder. But yeah, Kamada and Sano been absolutely excellent, alongside obviously Nakamura and Doan as well, but even the forward lads as well, Maeda and Ito and Ueda, just those three lads up front, they are playing as like orthodox wingers as well. It's a bit like when we used to watch Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan sides. Obviously, I think you remember, like it felt like obviously Ito was playing down that left-hand side of there, playing as a left wing back, but yeah, just the tireless work rate in the Japan side tonight is amazing. It's great to see. It's refreshing as well. Just nothing better than seeing a hard-working footballing side, something that we've not been familiar with in terms of when we've watched Liverpool over the last 12 months. Hopefully that will be coming back to Liverpool very, very soon as well. But yeah, it just goes to show, no matter all your multi-millions you can spend on signings, but as a collective team, as a collective unit, if you are one, if you're pressing as a unit, defending structurally as a unit, anything's possible as well. So, chat, get your comments in as well. Thoughts on the game so far. Japan, a different second half. Well, big up there, Scouts. Yeah, well, they need to, mate. Obviously, I'll tell you, to be the absolute uproar in Brazil if they did get knocked out of the round of 32. And chat, I know, the round of 32, what is this? Like, it should be the round of, when you get past the group stages, but obviously with the new incorporation of the World Cup, yeah, probably we'll have a round of 62 or 68 or whatever in the next couple of World Cups, if the FIFA top dogs have their own way anyway. But again, it's the players that suffer. Everyone goes, oh yeah, but do you earn a lot of money? No, they're human. They're not robots. That's all. They are humans at the end of the day, and the amount of work rate that every single player in world football, and whether you're playing European competition, you obviously for the Premier League players as well. Obviously got the League Cup, the FA Cup, then with the ever expanding World Cup, and even the club Nations League nonsense that they've got going on as well. Just, yeah, it's so much. I think it's nonsense anyway, but it makes money for the organisations as well, so it won't go away. But at the end of the day, long term, it will make the overall tournament suffer in terms of the quality that we are seeing. But yeah, chat, thoughts on that? Obviously, Sano putting Japan 1-0 up as well. But one second, I'm to remove that one. Oh geez, there we go. So it is half time, but it's fantastic to see Japan working really hard, and that certainly won't change. Brazil needs, at the minute, to carry on playing like they will, they need a footballing miracle. Because yeah, Martinelli, Igor Thiago, but obviously Henrique, Neymar. Yeah, in terms of midfield options as well, though, chat. Midfield option Brazil aren't the greatest, in all honesty. Like, you got Fabinho there, you got Ederson. Obviously, looks like he's going to be signing for Manchester United. I would have loved him to have come to Liverpool, chat. Obviously, he's a more defensive-minded midfielder. But he's got a lot. He's a lad with a lot of defensive qualities, or he can read the game, but he can play out from the back as well if needs be in that number 6/8 position as well. But yeah, they haven't got the forwards thinking footballers. Obviously, Hendrick, Martinelli, Thiago, Henrik, and Neymar. Yeah, maybe. But in terms of that attacking midfield role, midfielders that are going to progress your team and play through the lines, which Brazil really struggled with. And that's been a hallmark of every great Brazilian midfielder. Like, they've had, usually, whatever World Cup goes by, they usually have so much great attack and number 10 quality, but coming into this tournament, they haven't got too much of that, in all honesty. Obviously, Vinny, he's not a miracle worker, he's a very good footballer, but he can't just do it on his own. Even though I might feel that sometimes when he was playing alongside Mbappe, obviously Rodrigo as well. I think, chat, obviously Rafinha, hamstring injury, so again, they are missing Rafinha. Yes, that's their current only player that they are missing, but I think even like coming into this tournament, no Rodrigo as well. I think he was a big miss. Obviously, very favoured player for Carlo Ancelotti at his time at Real Madrid. But yeah, I think he got injured just before the World Cup squads were announced, chat. Apologies, I'm wrong there. Anyway, but I'm pretty sure Carlo would have liked to have had him on the bench anyway. Right, let's get to all your comments. If you are new, do drop a follow, do drop a like, share, subscribe. You know the score, chat. Gary, how are we, la? Yeah. But yeah, Brazil and Norway should be, yeah. Nah, might be Brazil. Might be Brazil. Might be going out as well. I think it will be possibly Norway, Japan, chat. I'm just having a look in terms of the possible implications in terms of the route. As we said, Canada for their game, obviously winning last night. So Canada in the round of 16 will be playing either Netherlands or Morocco. Obviously, those lads are playing on Tuesday. So tomorrow they are playing. So in terms of the implications on tonight's game, obviously the winners of Germany, Paraguay will be either playing France or Sweden. So in the early stages of the round of 16, we could have possibly Germany versus France as well. But it's gonna be fascinating, in all honesty, chat. So in terms of the game tonight, half-time, 1-0 to Japan. Obviously, the winners of this are either playing Ivory Coast and Norway. And chat, yeah, we're not watching just an Ivory Coast game just to watch Yan Diomande as we done last week, because I've done that, chat, and he's gone and signed for looks like he's going to be signing for Paris Saint-Germain as well. So, but yeah, hopefully it will be a good game. Certainly, Erling Haaland, if he's got any say in the matter, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Haaland, yeah, when you've got Haaland in your team, and obviously Odegaard, another great quality as well. Similar like Japan, Norway, the football is progressing. But the exposure of having a player like Haaland doesn't matter. If you're playing five-a-side, Premier League football like Man City are as well, and even Champions League football, he's just a ferocious footballer, a lad with a lot of quality, and certainly does does go a long way in terms of winning games of football as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a fascinating game, chat. Mark, who are you expecting to go through on that one? So, in terms of the winners of Brazil, Japan tonight will be playing Ivory Coast and Norway. So, yeah, as you go into the latter stages, so that is, if Japan can hold on, they've got an account. It's a great opportunity, a huge result if they can get over the line, because, yeah, I'll tell you, chat, Japan could be going to the quarterfinals, in all honesty. So it'll be fascinating. But yeah, England playing Congo as well. Dominican Republic Congo. I'm telling you, chat, England's going to get beat there. England, can't believe they've gone into a World Cup. Not that I care, or none of us cared anyway, but you can't be going into a tournament with no Foden, no Cole Palmer as well. It's absolutely ridiculous decision by Thomas Tuchel, in all honesty. Yeah, like, for a fella that's got a lot of European experience, obviously, as well, knows how to win the Champions League, and yeah, it's a bit surprising from Thomas Tuchel. But he's gone with the wingers that he has and the midfielders that he has. But yeah, a bit similar when we're looking at that bench for Brazil in the second half. Who's going to come off the bench? Yeah, not many options at all as well. I still have France. Yeah, Mark, they should be winning this competition, mate. Their extensive quality is absolutely phenomenal, in all honesty, chat. Yeah, like, you look at their bench. Obviously, Desiree Doué coming off the bench in some games. Obviously, you got Dembele, you got Barcola, you've got Mbappe. Was it Cherky? I don't think even Cherky even got called up, did he? I think he got left out, or did he? Let's have a little look. Is he in the squad? Oh, yeah, just apologies if he has been called up. But yeah, if he's on the bench as well, it's absolutely frightening in terms of the quality that they've got. Let's have a little look. Yeah, France 4-1 win. Let's have a little look right there on the bench. So you look at it. Mbappe, Doué, Elise, Dembele. Didn't even mention Elise. How could forget him? But yeah, that's their attacking line, and the lads off the... But yeah, no, sorry, Chas. Yeah, he's on the bench. So you're looking at the bench for France. You got Cherky, you got Barcola. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it, Chas? Like, you look at the other players as well. Yeah, Zaire Emery didn't even get on the pitch against Norway in their 4-1 win. And then you got Okichi as well. I completely butchered that. Apologies, chat the Morocco. Obviously, Monaco right attacking midfielder. Obviously, right winger as well. Obviously, you got Fordham, the Inter Milan forward as well. Those lads haven't even gone on the pitch. So, yeah, they should win it, Chas. If everything goes their way, just got so much attacking firepower. But funny things have happened in football, Chas. But, yeah, they should be winning the competition, France. I wouldn't even say it's a safe bet. They should be, with that quality. Not even getting on the pitch as well. The fact that Cherky's not even getting on in the starting 11 just so it goes to show how much the quality is in their team. Yeah, Gary. It's been an awful game by Casemiro, Chas. Where no one's been tuning in for the first half. You missed it. A standard Casemiro performance, in all honesty. He's numerous Champions League winner, of course. He was great in terms of Luka Modric. Obviously, Casemiro, Luka Modric and Toni Kroos, that was some midfield, as was Xavi, Iniesta and Busquets. But yeah, I think leave the football before the football leaves you, Casemiro, in all honesty, because the football certainly did leave him in the first 45 minutes as well. And don't be worrying, chat. If there's any Brazilian fans out there, he will be certainly getting replaced by Fabinho. Yeah. If he had £1 million on it, I'd just say, yeah, chat. Ancelotti certainly is not going to be wanting to watch another 5 seconds of Casemiro in that midfield in the second half. He will be getting substituted. I'll be very surprised if Casemiro comes on in that second half. But yeah, chat. Fair play to Japan though. If you just tuned in, you looked at the scoreline going, whoa, what's the hell? Just have a quick look in terms of statistics as well, chat, in all honesty. Obviously, possession-wise, Brazil, obviously 68 to Japan's 32. But expected XG, obviously XG for Brazil first, 0.31 to Japan 0.21. 8 total shots for Brazil to Japan's 4. Total shots on target, Brazil 2, Japan 1. So absolutely lethal there in terms of touches in the opposition box. Japan have only had 2 in Brazil's penalty box, and Brazil have had 16 in the opposition's penalty box. So yeah, it's a game of very, very small margins, chat. But they've took their opportunity, Japan, and rightly so. For me, do deserve, because all those touches in the opposition penalty box, chat, Brazil not done too much of it. Only registering 2 shots on target. Not good enough, in all honesty. Let's have a little look. I'm intrigued, chat. Yeah, it has to be Fabinho coming out in the second half. Can't be having another. Because if Casemiro's out in the second half, chat, Japan will win this game. A lot more comfortable. But yeah, Carlo Ancelotti, the experience that fella does have in the dugout. He'll be knowing what to do. So I don't think there's been many changes. Let's have a little look. But yeah, chat, we're already close to be going underway for the second half. Gary, yeah, I think we all would. Hendrick and Barcola would be a big improvement. So you just come on there. Neymar's on the bench there. Yeah, it looks like. Oh yeah, Hendrick's come on here, chat. Yeah, Lucas Paquetá is coming off. But yeah, chat, if no one's seen him, he's had a very good season in France. He speaks better English than me, chat, anyway. He's a very intelligent footballer. Not just on a football pitch, but off the pitch as well. I think he can speak about 4 or 5 languages. I think he can as well. So fair play to the lad. He's got a big future. He's got a big presence as well in terms of the current Brazil, and obviously for the current teams are starting for teams as well. So Hendrick's come on, chat. But yeah, certainly Gary, I think we all, every Liverpool fan would certainly take Hendrick at Liverpool if we had the option. Very talented footballer. But yeah, Brazil shooting from left to right. We are underway. There we go. So Brazil shooting from left to right. Japan right to left. Hendrick, first couple of touches here. Let's see what he's got all about. Ryan. So they've sacrificed a midfielder. Comfortable for the Japan goalkeeper. So they've went to more of a 4-2-3-1, I'd expect, from Carlo. Obviously sacrificing Lucas Paquetá and putting in a more attacking player on. Long searching ball here for Japan. Ball down the left. Ball into the box for Japan. To the far stick. It's fell for Ito. Couldn't quite control that. Again, just so passive in terms of the ball here. Brazil. Just allowing that ball. It was by Tomiyasu to whip a ball in. Gotta be careful. Because if Ito has a better first touch, would have been an excellent opportunity at the far stick. A long searching ball. There's a foul. Let's just quickly make that change, chat. Apologies. So, in terms of Lucas Paquetá coming off, it was was Endrick. So Brazil down the left-hand side. Vinicius Junior ball in. Cleared by Japan. Maeda's done so well here. Surely got to be a yellow card. It will be. Well done by the Celtic forward. Could have been about 2 yellow cards here, but Danilo, obviously not what you want to be seeing. But yeah, needed to bring him down there because Maeda was making a lot of space on that counter-attack. Excellent run by the Celtic forward. So yeah, and Endrick coming on there, chats. There we go. So Casemiro's on the pitch, chat. Somehow. I think that could cost Brazil, sorry. But fair enough. It's alright, chat. Watch Casemiro score. He will do, probably will do. After I said that. Yeah, Gary, we do, but one position at a time, bud. One position at a time. Oh, yeah, can't be called on that, Scouse. Carlo Ancelotti, one of the greatest managers to represent the game as well. Wasn't too bad of a footballer either way. He's got a wealth of footballing talent in his boots anyway. Well, he did have when he was younger. But in terms of the managerial pedigree, he's got a Brazil going forward again. Endrick. It was asking certainly a lot of his forwards. All the way back to Alisson. Not the greatest of clearances by Ali. But again, the ball, it's not sticking at the minute for Brazil when they get it. Well, that's what's going to happen though, chat. Obviously, taking off an extra midfielder and putting on more of a forward-thinking player in Endrick, there will be a lot more space, I feel, for certainly for Japan to just play through them, in all honesty. So get that ball, just try and create that numerical advantage there. Eto'o was appealing for a foul there, not given. Brazil, Vinny Jr. Gone to the byline here, now Vinny. What can he create? He's found Bruno Gomes. To Gabriel. Bruno Gomes. Shifted the ball onto his right boot. Brazil, Casemiro. What's he doing on the edge of the box? Maybe. Brazil. Gabriel. Ball into the mixer. Certainly not who you don't want to be crossing the ball there. You centre half. Vinny Jr. Ball on the edge of the box. Ball down the right. Danilo. Ball in. Big save by Sanuski. Great save by the Parma man. First time Bruno Gomes tonight. He's got into the box. And first real bit of quality, in all honesty, from Brazil in that wide area. Ball in from Danilo. Just could have just been a bit more slightly more into the corner. And that would have been 1-1. Casemiro with a great dummy there. Ball in against by Danilo. Again, I think that should be the plan for Brazil. Get the ball out wide and cross it. On this occasion now. Bruno Gomes. To Vinicius Junior down the byline on the left-hand side. Ball in. Take your time there, Japan. Don't be panicking. It's just cleared the penalty box. Japan at the minute don't seem to be panicking. They are under the biggest Brazilian press that we've seen so far tonight. It's away. Taniguchi, it's away, but certainly Brazil. With Hendrick coming on, there's a lot more players inside the penalty box now that are willing to just get in there and get in the mixer. Ball to the far stick! Off the line! Cleared off the line! Excellent defending, but there's a spring counter-attack here from Japan. Ito, down the right. Ball into the far stick. There's a ball in. Oh, just off Kamada's head of the far stick. From defence to attack in a matter of 20 seconds. What a clearance that is off the line from Japan. He didn't know too much of it. I think it hit Tomiyasu. It did. Didn't know nothing of it. He was just in the vicinity of the... Oh, it's great. I tell you what, they've done well to clear that, Japan. But, tell you what, Sanuki, tell you, big opportunity that from Brazil. And that's where I think the defensive weakness is from Japan in terms of dealing with those crosses. In the space of the last 5 minutes, Brazil produced more quality from the wide area. Obviously putting Hendrick into the box now, just creating that bit more threat. Just another body to hit inside the penalty box, chat. Ball in by Bruno Gomes. Take your time there, Japan. And yeah, I think Hendrick coming on, chat. Certainly causing a lot more carnage. Asking that Japan back line just to think about what they're doing. Scout, who's a great defender, mate, innit? Just bodies on the line. That's what you want to be seeing. Just doing the job. But Ryan, ball into the mixer now. Cleared. But it's fell again. It's going to be a big 25, 30 minute spell here now. 35 minute spell. Oh, it's 1-0. And that is come. And that's Casemiro. He must have heard my half time. Oh, there we go. That's why he's being kept on. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, he loves a header. And tell you what, chat, fair play. Casemiro must have had this watch along on in half time. He's come out a different man, really. What a goal that is, chat. But that has been coming with the amount of balls that they've got crossed into the box the last 5-10 minute period. Brazil certainly is the attacking formula. Oh, he's not doing that celebration, is he? No. Just done the 6-9 celebration there. What's he doing? Casemiro, come on, lad. Oh, is he off? No, I think he's going to be on. I think he's going to be on side there. But yeah, Casemiro with the far stick. It's an excellent ball into the box. Casemiro rise the highest at the far stick. He's got many, obviously, coming off the back of this season. I think he's got, was it 9, 10, 11 goals? He scored quite a fair couple of goals for Manchester United last season, and a couple of them were headers. But certainly exactly what Brazil needed coming into that second half period. Broken Brazilian deadlock as well. So 1-1, chat. So knew it was going to be a good game. And now, all square now. But yeah, just Japan, the last 10 minute period. Brazil piled on a lot more pressure, but Japan just very sloppy in terms of when you were clearing the ball. It just kept on going to a Brazilian player time after time in the second half period. But there we go. That's why Carlo Ancelotti gets paid the big bucks. He trusted Casemiro to do the job in the second half. And it certainly paid off. But yeah, we need to see more from Japan now. Come on, no foul there on the edge of the box for the Brazilian penalty box. Now Brazil going forward. Ball down the left-hand side. Oh, lovely play by Vinicius Jr. Nutmegged him. Vinny! Inside the box. Vinicius Jr. On off the post. Oh, that would have been one of the greatest international goals I've personally seen. But I tell you what an effort that was for Vinicius. He's been so quiet so far in the game, but a flick of a switch. Nutmegging Tomiyasu in a bit, lad. And just gliding inside the penalty box. Oh, just grazed the post. And thankfully for Brazil, he got a touch on that. The Parma goalkeeper onto the post. But yeah, it's good luck trying to defend Vinny when he's doing that. Drop of the left shoulder, drop of the right. But yeah, Japan under immense pressure here now. It's going to be fascinating to see what they're made of now. Obviously, Japan need to react in a positive manner in the next, I'd even say 2, 5, 10 minutes as well. Obviously, Casemiro getting his 10th goal for Brazil. But yeah, this game now certainly will be opening up a bit more for Japan as Brazil do go forward. Doan. They're appealing for a handball there. Referee saying play on. Obviously, Ali's got the ball. And he's just doing that really. On Brazil, just the top end of the pitch. Just a bit of movement. And to reset. And yeah, the Japan defender, his right boot was playing him onside there. Yeah, Casemiro was a good 2-3 yards onside there. Chat didn't even need a VAR that. I think everyone could see that. But yeah, tell you, chat, I know it's only been 1-1, but so yeah, game on. Yeah, they have scouts. They have Carlo Don. Was it Don Carlo, as everyone calls him? But yeah, he certainly made some tactical tweaks, and I think that's done. I think obviously Paquetá, I think it looked like he went off injured, but yeah, certainly Hendrick. Wasn't many attacking options for Brazil. But he's a lad with a lot of quality. Not too bad of a survivor to bring on. But yeah, Diamande to PSG seems a bit sketchy how it starts. And then there's really warming the bench as well. Yeah, Red Rebellion. They've got the money, mate, haven't they? 2 times Champions League winners. PSG back to back. They're certainly not going to be going anywhere at all. But yeah, Red Rebellion, we're doing a show probably tomorrow night or even tonight if a bit more news comes out, mate. But yeah, I'll be speaking a bit more on the Diamande. A couple of very well-respected Bundesliga journalists have spoke about, obviously, Leipzig's reluctance of selling Jan Diamande. But yeah, looking at that goal there, just a bit of a mismatch at the far stick in terms of the height. Obviously, Casemiro is like, what, 6'2", 6'3"? On that occasion. It's a bit like when we watch McAllister, Mark and Dan Burn. It's just not the greatest of communications, but see what happens anyway. High stake levels of football like we've all watched. Just everyone needs to just be communicating. It's a long searching ball here for Japan. Maeda, not that greatest of touches there. Every time that, he would have been on a 1v1 against Alisson Becker. It's a long searching ball for Japan. But yeah. Don't be counting Japan out too just yet, chat. Obviously, Brazil, we expect them to come back into the game more with the quality that they've got. Especially the top end of the pitch. It would have been a fantastic game if Japan kept them out for like 95 plus minutes, but yeah, you're not going to keep... Oh, Ali, what's he doing there? Got away with that, Ali. Just... It was a slight deflection on that. but as is the great press from Japan. But yeah, this game is fantastically balanced for either side, really, to go on and win it. As Brazil progress and eat into the territory of Japan. So there'll be more space. Ryan, lovely quick feet by the Bournemouth man. He's found his Premier League colleague, Matthias Cunha, and Sanuski. He needs to be coming out there, Jas, the Parma goalkeeper. He didn't do that on the goal. Obviously, it was a great cross to the far stick, but as a defensive unit, Japan, they need the goalkeeper to be coming out a bit more now, as Brazil have just spent like the last 15-20 minutes spamming balls into the penalty box. In terms of crossing the ball on numerous occasions, and yeah, just as a defensive unit, sometimes it just relieves so much pressure when you got your goalkeeper reading the play and coming out and collecting it. But 63 minutes on the clock here, chat. Obviously, goal from Sano for Japan in the first half. Ueda, sorry. Shot on target. Was on target. Ali Becker just about done enough. But yeah, he's got a strike on him, that lad. Done well. It was a good shot on target. Went through the legs of Casemiro. Obviously, the Feyenoord forward. Let's have a quick look at how many goals he got this season. Well, Feyenoord's. Obviously, he started 31 games in the Eredivisie. Played 31. Got 25 goals, 1 assist in 2,500 odd minutes. Ueda. So, knows how to find the back of the net. A Feyenoord man. But yeah, not too bad of a sub, that chat, is it? Neymar. It's his last dance, really, isn't it? In terms of international football. Certainly, you'd be very, 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 very surprised if he was in the next Brazilian side. Probably will be like, 37, 38 by the time that tournament arrives. Probably his last big opportunity to make an impact for Brazil. Ryan, a bit of space here on the edge of the box for Brazil. If they can get it right, get it round the corner. Brazil now shifting it to the left-hand side. This is exactly what you weren't doing in the first half. But they're doing that much better. Better rotations, really, from Brazil. Moving that ball from left to right. Even going through the middle as well. Martinelli coming on for Matthias Cunha. Martinelli, fair enough. It'll be interesting. Obviously, you'd expect Endrick maybe to go through the middle. Or Vinny. Seguara's coming on. And there's another player that's come on there. I'll quickly check that in a little second. So, Gabriel Martinelli. Hopefully Red Rebellion. Yeah, but certainly won't help if he wins the World Cup for Bournemouth. Would add certainly another 30-40 million pounds onto his price tag. Just I think all of us, though, chat. Ideally, we get these players before they go to Bournemouth and Brighton and that. Don't know what our South American scouts were doing, in all honesty. Obviously, hindsight's a great thing in football. We can say it now, what a great player he is, but surely Ryan's name must have come out in terms of the scouting meetings for Liverpool. But I suppose when you've got Salah in his pomp at the time, but ideally Liverpool want to be getting players that have that quality and have the confidence to, like Ryan is here on the overlap, a great ball into the box. Again, I think it was Sano clearing that, number 24. But yeah, so again, Ryan, great player. I know everyone's going, he's not played many games. Obviously, did move to Bournemouth in January, I think it was. Obviously, had a big impact, obviously, with the departure of Semenyo. Has played down the right, can play down the left as well, but predominantly a right winger for Bournemouth. But very versatile. Good on the ball. Yeah. Yeah, probably no matter. Yeah. It's crazy, mate, innit? Crazy. The main thing is Liverpool, we're not getting ripped off. Ball into the box here for Brazil now. Great defending by Tomiyasu. Dealt with that really well. He had to. It was the last line of defence. It was a ball stuck to the far stick. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little drinks break there. Yeah, Hendricks appealing to the referee. Let's have a little look at that. Yeah, nothing too much. I think he just felt an arm on the back of his shoulder there, Hendrick, and he's gone down. Not diving, but just trying to get an advantage. Obviously, Netherlands-Morocco chat will be doing that one tomorrow. That will be probably should be one of the ties of the last 32. Obviously, two teams with a lot of quality. Obviously, France-Sweden tomorrow. We'll be doing that one as well. I'll tell you, that'll be a feisty one as well. Mexico versus Ecuador. Two teams with a lot of quality. Of course, the co-hosts. Obviously, Canada have already booked their place in the last 16. Well, Mexico. Chaz, does anyone know if that game for Mexico was at home in the Azteca or something? Because if it is, then that's going to be one of a great ticket to go to. The passion from the Mexican fans. But yeah, just looking at that opportunity now for Brazil, Chas. Ball into the box. Yeah, it's cleared off the line there. It's just about getting bodies on the line. Doesn't matter how it stays out. But it's fair play for Japan there. But just looking at the goal. And as we said, obviously before Brazil had their equaliser with Casemiro, they had like a 5-10 minute spell, didn't they, for anyone just tuning in. Brazil, second half, done much better in terms of getting that ball out wide, putting better quality of delivery into the box, and obviously, just they are struggling at the minute, Japan, in terms of dealing with those balls and the quality, balls into the far stick. They're not really anticipating it correctly at the moment. But don't count Japan out on the counter-attack, though. I'm just looking at that chance for Vinicius Jr. Great save by Sinuski, tipping it onto the post. If that went in, probably for a lot of us would have been one of the goals of the tournament, even at this early stage of the last 32. Chat, there is wondering, just a little break in play. The tactical boards are coming out. Go with the lads. It's a big tactical board, that. Must have cost a couple of bob, that. Well, as long as it gets the vision from the manager and the plan over, it'll do the job. Scouts, what are you chatting there? So I say, have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Yeah, you can have that now, lads. The hydration break. Other chocolate brands are available. It's not like we're surprised. So maybe one day we might be sponsored. But yeah. Yeah, there is deals out there, Red Rebellion, and that's why you have your sporting directors. It's obviously the contacts they've got and how they analyse the market. That's why you get the best. Ideally, you get the best sporting directors. Do you know have a wide-ranging contact book that they can speak and negotiate and discuss with the clubs and finding out about these release clauses. But yeah, it's a foul by Martinelli there. Apologies, make those subs as well. So Martinelli's come on. And a big loads of substitutions for both sides. So Cunha did come off for for Martinelli. And Sugawara come on for... Yes, I think it was. 8-1, sorry. Vinny Jr. off the left-hand flank here. Can he find that ball through? Couldn't quite find Ryan. But again, second time now in the space of 5 minutes. Vinicius Jr. He's finding a lot more space than he did in the first. The effort and the work rate Japan have put in, it's been absolutely outstanding. Oh, they're tiring a bit now. And if they are, will Brazil take that opportunity? Ball to the far stick. Is that going to be a corner for Brazil? Yes, it will be. And again, it was another ball to the far stick from this time, from the left-hand flank. Ball in again by Gabriel. On that occasion, it was finding Ryan. Oh yeah, so yeah, fair play to Gabriel. Especially the second half. Crossing in the first half wasn't the greatest, but he certainly produced a lot more better quality into the box centre half. What we've seen. Casemiro in this corner now. Ball in. It's a poor ball in from Bruno Gomes. Needs to produce much better from that. So Sugawara come on for Doan. Suzuki coming on for Nakamura on that left-hand flank. Marquinhos, ball down the right. So, 60 minutes left to go in this game, chat. Might even go to extra time, but let's see. Brazil certainly done with all that possession now. Just certainly converted a lot more better, higher chance creation than they did in the first half. But Brazil, in terms of what they're trying to do at the minute, chat, they're trying to just stretch that Japan back line. Even the lads up front that are doing well in terms of Maeda, Ito and Ueda, they're coming back. But when they do, they just got no really outlet. When they do win that ball, have a high turnover, they just haven't got the players at the top end of the pitch that you're necessarily wanting and needing, really. But I suppose you need everyone to be tracking back. Brazil now. Just inside their own territory. Casemiro again. Vinicius Jr. Looked like a heavy touch, but he done enough. Hendrick again. Just pour that. Obviously trying to unleash Martinelli. But yeah, as we've seen 10 minutes ago, chat, not been watching it. Tremendous run by Vinicius. I've seen that so many times in a Real Madrid shirt. Obviously scoring against us, sadly, in the resulting 1-0 loss a couple of seasons back. Our lads at the back post were sleeping. But obviously, Real Madrid have signed 2 of those lads in that back line. Let's see if we meet Real Madrid again, they'll be doing that for them, hopefully. Very long way away from us getting to a Champions League final, chat, but maybe this season. Vinny. Martinelli. Douglas Santos now, the full-back. And that's just wide from the Arsenal man there. But first real time we've seen Santos on the overlap down that left-hand flank for Brazil. Obviously first half he was very very isolated, wasn't getting too many positions like he's just done there. To be able to whip a ball into the box. But there's going to be another set of 2 changes, I think it is, for Japan. Let's have a little look. Probably going to be the lads in midfield. They've worked really hard. I think Kamada's coming off, I think. And who's the other one coming on here? Yeah, so in terms of the subs there, chat, so you'd add 2 more subs. Tanaka's come on and Machino. Casemiro all the way back to Alisson Becker there. Long searching ball here for Brazil. Rayan's gone down. Looking at the referee. Not too much in that, chat. Honestly. Nothing. He's a strong player. Rayan doesn't really need to be going down there. Certainly got the technical ability just to drag that out of the sky from absolutely out nowhere and on spring and attack. But with 11 minutes to go, yeah, it's much better from Brazil, though. Just no one watched them the first half, weren't really at it. It was a good performance by Japan, really punishing them with the big only big opportunity Brazil had. Japan had, sorry, but capitalised on it. But yeah, just haven't been a bit surprised by how limited Japan have been in the second half. Brazil have reacted in the correct manner that they needed to, but they've really struggled to play out from the back, even build up any real momentum through the middle and get into the final third. But you never know. Japan have surprised it in numerous tournaments, but it certainly needs to be doing much better. Ueda, again, just when that ball does go forward like that on that occasion for Japan, needs to be sticking, needs to be bringing the side higher up the pitch, relieving a lot of the pressure that the back line is certainly being under in the second half. Just been all Brazil, as it probably has been for the whole game, but first half they seem to have dealt really well with them. But it's when Gabriel and Marquinhos have been stepping into that midfield space, 45 yards from goal. They're doing, especially Gabriel, second half. He's had a lot more of a say in terms of creating opportunities for Brazil. Yeah, 100% there, but Brazil down the left. Vinicius Jr. going forward here now. He's done really well, Vinny. Just about done enough there, Japan. Ball into the far stick. Santos cleared again. It's fell again, though, for Brazil. And another wave of Brazilian attack is to commence. Casemiro now. He's got us back to goal. Cleared by Japan. And we'll give and go. Vinicius Jr. Lovely switch to find Danilo. Heavy touch there by Bruno Gomes, but he gets away with that. Again, another, surely Bruno Gomes has to leave Newcastle, chat. Player of his quality should be playing at a much bigger football club. Sorry, any Geordies if you are watching, but yeah, he can do much better. He should be playing in the regular Champions League side. Again, ball's gone higher there, and Ueda tried his best backing into Gabriel, but there's only going to be one winner in that tussle. It's going to be the Arsenal man. Pick up this, see. They've sat back a lot, haven't they, mate, in terms of the second half. But that's going to be a yellow card for the Japanese defender. There. Japan's number 25 being booked there. Yellow card. And that was Suzuki as well. It's a poor time challenge and a great opportunity now for Brazil to whip a ball in or even have a shot on target. 7 minutes on the clock. But yeah. Big up there, Spencer. Yeah. You just got to credit, obviously, Japan in the first half were good, mate. But, yeah, Brazil have certainly reacted in the right manner. I'd say it would have had to be some performance if Japan had the performance they did have in the first half and the second. But there's too much quality in this Brazil side to not be active in the second half. So Bruno Gomes. Oh, he's faked it. Rayan, ball into the box. Tell you what, ball over the bar there. It's going to be a corner. And it was a Japan player getting on the end of that. But Rayan with an in-swinger on that occasion. It was a shot come cross, really. It was a great delivery in. Just putting into the danger area. And tell you, that was going to be causing a lot of issues if the Japan player didn't get on the end of that. Another in-swinger by Rayan now. Hey, 1 second then, I'll make the subs in a little second. There's a little bit of break of play. On the ticker, on the bottom. Ball into the box. Low driven cross. Bit of variation there. Vicinius Jr. off the left-hand channel here now. There's a Brazilian player down in the box, but the referee's not giving anything too much. Who is it down there? There's a Brazil player down holding his eye. Or his face. I think it's Martinelli. He's gone down. Can someone just pick him up like he did with our Conor Bradley? Just pick him up. Just drag him. Because that's what he likes to do, isn't it? Oh, yeah. There's an elbow in his face, but come on, man. Yeah, Maeda. It's not a penalty, that. Or it shouldn't be a penalty there. It's a natural motion, like anyone that's played any game of football. You need to jump. You need to use your arms for elevation to get height. Yeah. It's coming together, and that's what the referee's saying. Behave, Martinelli. Come on, lads. Get up. Yeah, Suzuki getting booked. Let's make those changes now, chat. Japan. So, Japan have made 4 subs. You've got 1 more left. Maeda. As we go into the last crucial opportunity here now for Japan and Brazil. Is there going to be a winner? Japan down the right. Cleared by Casemiro. Done well there. In terms of the turnover for Endrick. Possible counter-attack here now for Brazil. Lovely ball through. Can Martinelli get on the end of that? No. Very well defended by Suzuki. Off his line very quickly there. Done well there. Off his line quickly. Santos down the left. So Tanaka on for Kamada. Machino coming on as well for Ito. Brazil down the left. doing well off the left. That is a foul there. It's a poor foul on Japan. Again, they can't be given silly fouls like this. What do you do? This could be very, very, very costly in the closing stages of this game. Obviously, Brazil scoring from across to the far stick. But another opportunity now for Brazil to reset and put a ball into the box. Punched away. Not fell too far. Vinny Jr., Martinelli. No, Vinny on the edge of the box. He's going to shoot. Wide. It's going to be a corner. But Brazil and Vinny Jr. there. Obviously telling Brazilians to get behind them even more, even louder. A split second there, he thought the Real Madrid man was just going to bend that into the top right corner. But Japan just about got a deflection on that. Quick short corner. Rayan, ball into the mixer. Again, it's a Brazil player that's won at the far stick. Oh, he's got away with that. Just about Santos. But Vinny Jr. on the left-hand side of the penalty box. He's still got it. How has he still got that? Such a quick feed by the Real Madrid man. He's been dispossessed. Japan needs a bit of possession here. They haven't. That's great defending there by Vinny Jr. But yeah, Japan, he just can't get out. There's a minute left to go here. Ball into the far stick, collected. Is there going to be a breakaway? I'm a bit surprised that Japan have gone very quick here. Would have been a good opportunity for them just to ease into the clock, really. Maeda's in the box. There's a fellow at the far stick. Ball into the box. The front post clear by Bruno Guimaraes. Tanaka. Suzuki down the left-hand channel. Ball into the box, cleared by Marquinhos. And if you're Japan, you're just taking the time here now. 90 minutes, chat. Looks like we might be going into extra time, but there's a big chunk of 6 minutes added on. It's time for the winner for either teams here. And Casemiro's gone down. I think Fabinho, finally might be getting substituted off. Surprised he's survived till 60 minutes, in all honesty, Jazz. Obviously, Brazil's goal scorer. That's what the referee's saying. Obviously, the two subs that Brazil have made, sorry, chat. Obviously, Martinelli come on for Matthias Cunha, and Hendrick come on for an injured Lucas Paquetá. And Fabinho coming on now. Obviously, the sub I felt probably would have happened at half time, but fair play to Carlo. Give Casemiro the second half to put things right, and he certainly did that with the goal. And he certainly improved defensively as well in terms of his distribution, plugging the gaps, and actually getting Brazil higher up the pitch. So Fabinho coming on here, Liverpool's former midfielder, coming on 1-1. Yeah. So Casemiro's coming off. Yeah, looks like he's pulled hammy, I think. Oh, done something anyway. Well, Fabinho coming on. So, Liverpool, another ex-Liverpool player coming on here. So, Fabinho. How much we could do with a prime Fabinho in Liverpool's midfield, chat. Honestly. Rayan. Ball into Hendrick. Endrick inside the penalty box. Twisting and turning the Real Madrid man, ball in. It's going to be a corner. Oh, he's just so good, Endrick. You can't really defend such a difficult customer. He can go on his right. He's strong on his right, strong on his left. Twisting and turning. Like a lot of the Brazilian forwards in this team as well, though. You haven't really got a weakness. Whether it's on the whatever angle they're attacking the goal. But again, Fabinho, another tall physical presence to add. Is that Brazil? See him on set pieces. Fabinho winning that header, but it is over. So 3 minutes. Obviously added 6 minutes, played 3.5 minutes left. Could be a long game this tonight, chat. But at least we got the goals. Hopefully someone mark anyway, but so it's a lot of the play has gone through Brazil in the second half, mate. But it's gonna be fascinating how Japan do react, because it's been all Brazil second half. Oh, there was going to be a winner. I would say it would be Brazil just before full time here. Just need to sharpen up a bit more, better quality. What we have seen in the second half as well. The crosses were Japan were really struggling with the crosses from Brazil. Gabriel going past the halfway line here now. A lot of space for Brazil down the right if they can switch it. But they've gone down the left. Danilo and Rayan. And Marquinhos has found that ball there. Actually going down the right here now. Danilo. Got an opportunity to find Endrick. Can Japan... Oh, he's sloppy here. Rayan's pinched it. Bruno Gomes on the edge of the box. He's found Martinelli. Oh, what a goal for Brazil. Excellent play, Martinelli, with a minute left on the clock. Excellent build-up play, and it's again that Newcastle midfielder, Bruno Gomes, finding an exquisite ball to find Martinelli. I tell you, it's some finish and great build-up, chat. I said there was going to be a winner. I felt it was going to be Brazil, and they've been much better tonight. Fair play to the Brazilians. It is 2-1 to Brazil. It's excellent build-up. It was Brazil of old, of the 70s and the 60s. Proper samba flair there on the edge of the box. Bruno Gomes. Excellent ball to find. One touch. And then a second touch finish by Bruno Gomes. Controlling it with his left. And rifling it off the post with his right boot. Great finish. Fair play. Yeah, there's going to be a minute left for Japan. But yeah, the momentum. It's been all Brazil second half. And Carlo Ancelotti, his plan has certainly paid off. He's emotionless really, Carlo, as he always is on the touchline. Even when he is winning Champions Leagues and league titles as well. He's calmness personified. He knows there's still a minute left to go. But yeah, Brazil certainly did need to produce a lot of quality, and that's what we've seen in the second half. But as you've said, chat, I've been a bit surprised by how defensively Japan have been. Really poor. Even my age is coming off now. They're making a raft of changes now, Japan, but is it too little too late? Yeah, there's one more sub to make here, Japan, but yeah. And again tonight, Bruno Gomes has been tremendous. He needs to be leaving Newcastle, playing for a team of a much higher standard. That is actually going to win trophies on a consistent basis, and not once every 60 years or 70 years, whatever it is for Newcastle. But Martinelli, here we go. A long searching ball here now and very well read. Last roll of the dice for Japan. It's a ball down the left-hand side. Here's another twist in this. But chat, massive thank you that everyone's tuned in tonight. We'll be doing the Germany game. But it's been a fantastic game to watch and analyse as well. But yeah, that's what you need. It's what you need in these knockout games. You need individual brilliance. And the quality in that should be enough here. It's going to be a free kick for Brazil on the halfway line. But yeah, I think tactically, second half, the Japan manager has got it completely wrong. Yes, you can try your best to suck up as much pressure as you possibly can, sitting on the edge of your box. But when Brazil has got the quality that they have got, yeah, you can't do it. It's really difficult. But yeah, there's going to be probably 10 seconds left here. Japan. Long searching ball here now. Ball over the top for Japan. Is that a foul on Marquinhos? It is, and that should be it for Brazil. Should be 2-1. Added time here now. That should be game, set and match for Brazil, who have booked their place into the next round of the last 16 of the World Cup. But yeah, fair play to Brazil. So in terms of Brazil, chat, as we said, it will be waiting them in the round of 16. Will be the Ivory Coast or Norway. But yeah, chat, massive thank you everyone. If you are watching on Twitter or wherever you're watching, do drop us a like, a follow as well. And if you are new, you want to stick around, yes, we are a Liverpool channel anyway, but we'll be doing some of the watch along games for the World Cup and the latest Liverpool transfer news and general news as well. But yeah, that should be it, chat. That should be it. Should be over. There's going to be I'm surprised that there's still time here, chat. We've played, say, a good minute and a half over. Yes, Brazil celebrated the goal, but when they scored Brazil, there was a minute left on the clock. Yeah, chat, who do you think? Ball in from Japan here. And that is it, full time. Great game of football from both teams. Two teams that are wanting at least to play a good brand of football, but when you've got Carlo Ancelotti in the dugout, whether it be for Real Madrid or the numerous teams he's managed and played for, he's the master of knockout football. And commiserations to Japan, but sadly, the game plan for them in the second half was not good enough. You can soak up a lot of pressure, and that they did in the first half, but you can't do it for a full 90, 94, 95, 96 minutes. It fell to Gabriel Martinelli, and it was the Premier League lads. Obviously, Bruno Gomes getting again. I think that's his third assist in 2 games. But yeah, Japan will learn as a footballing nation. The football is progressing, but today it was just a bit too far for them. The individual brilliance from Brazil, and obviously fair play to Martinelli, and obviously, the goals were, again, Premier League. Casemiro getting the first, the equaliser, and Martinelli getting a goal in the 96th minute for them. But chat, we'll be live very soon for the Germany versus Paraguay game. But Reds, if you are, or any Brazilians or Japan fans as well, make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Commiserations to Japan. They'll be back again. The football in every sense is on the rise, and they're doing things the right way. But on this occasion, just didn't quite get it right anyway. But Reds and Brazilians, congratulations on your advancement to the round of 16. Certainly Ivory Coast or Norway are waiting Brazil, and that's whoever they are going to be playing That's going to be a big game for them. But chat, look after yourself. I'll see you a bit later for the Germany watch along. Hopefully Florian Wirtz can book his place into the round of 16 with Germany. But chat, thank you everyone that's contributed today in the comments. Absolute legends. Well, Mark, at the minute would take anyone in that number 6 position because we haven't got a lot. Even though it's yeah, but yeah, no, Fabinho just a bit past it anyway. But we could do something with a prime Fabinho playing at the heart of Liverpool's midfield anyway. But there's players out there. Just need to keep an eye. Certainly a Sangare or for me, Sangare at Lens is the man for that. But chat, I'll see you a bit later for the next watch along. And if any Liverpool related transfer news or anything breaks, we'll be here as well as we possibly can. But Reds, look after yourself. See you later for the Germany game. If I don't see you then, have a fantastic rest of your day or evening, wherever you are watching.